And welcome back. I'm your host, Sensei Pong. So, if something sounds a little bit different, I am actually using a different microphone. Also, if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse, it's because of hay fever season and I've been having asthma and my throats and lungs are all a mess. So, I apologize. Hopefully this new mic setup actually sounds pretty good. I don't have a stand, so I'm actually going one-handed. So don't expect me to, do this all the time. I'll probably do all my voiceover stuff with this mic, only because it sounds amazing. Either way, you don't really need any, good motor skills for this game. It's all just pushing a button. But as you read in the title, this is the good ending. And it's funny, I messed up and I didn't have this... I couldn't remember how I got here. I only saved it just before I got here, so I was like, oh, okay, shabam. But I figured it out, at least one of the ways. If there's more than one way, please let me know. But the way I got to it will be left down in the description below. And overall what happens, just so you know, a little bit of backstory, Hana loses the tournament, and she's not in the Normal Boots Club. But Shane, on the other hand, does win, and things are happy, and actually, I worked it just the right way, where it's just like, oh yay, I still kind of like you, you're a good person, blah blah blah, let's stick together, blah blah blah. But let's see what happens, shall we? After a few minutes, the cheering died down. Shane, face still slightly pink, approached me.
Hey.
Thank you for the support, Hannah. What? You mean you're not mad at me? Why would I be angry at you? You up and walked out in the middle of my event, and then I also lost. I'm sorry, Shane. Oh, right. Well, that's fine. That doesn't matter anymore. You did your best, didn't you? Besides, I only left because I didn't want to make you nervous. I glared at him. I didn't buy that. Apparently, Gerard didn't either.
Hold the phone. What?
But Shane, I thought you said it was Hannah that made you nervous, not the other way around. Oh, oh well, that makes much more sense. Shane smacked his own face, then shoved Gerard away from us. I smirked at him. I get weird feelings when you're around, and I was afraid it would compromise my racing skill. You mean butterflies in your stomach? ... That's so cute, Shane. Those are normal boots. Well, they need to get out. Shane and I ambled around the arcade, playing random games as time went on. He recited an almost encyclopedic knowledge of every game we encountered, so much so that it made my head spin.
Did you know?
Did you know there are only 40 copies of this cabinet in existence? No, Shane, I did not know. Finally, it was time for the MC to announce the winner of the tournament. We all crowded around him as he preened in the spotlight, a bright grin on his face. Thank you so much for attending our tournament this year. Even with Shane's win, my losses combined with some losing events from other members meant that there was almost no chance we could win. And the winner of this year's tournament is... the Hidden Block Club. Now, okay, so random funny thing. If you go by the walkthrough in my description, Normal Boots wins. In this version, I don't remember how I got here, but Hidden Block won. So I don't completely understand what I did to get to this point, but you still get the same ending, so, it's all good. Maybe this one is actually just a little bit harder to get to. This one, very specific little detail. But either way, we applauded politely as Ian and the rest of the group piled onto the stage, cheering and beaming. Was it the first year they had ever won? I didn't know, but I sincerely hoped not. I felt like all the blame on my shoulders rested on my shoulders. Shane, I'm so sorry. I bit my lip, resisting the urge to cry. You're right. I should never have joined the team.
What?
Are you kidding? Shane pulled my hand into his, a gentle smile on his face. You're the only reason I won my event.
Yeah.
You might not be a member of the club, but you're still one of us. One of us. I don't remember. I don't remember what I did. The walkthrough is down below, so if you want to get the completionist bonus and get the good ending, just follow that. I smiled through my tears, and Shane chuckled. You got snot coming out of your nose. I can sympathize right now. Oh my god. After all that, Shane and I still had a picnic to go on. We didn't win, but that didn't mean we couldn't have a nice picnic. I almost couldn't sleep. I was so excited and nervous. Mai poked fun at me. Who gets so excited over something as chill as a picnic? But then gave me a soft, pink blanket just before we turned in. It's my favorite. It'll bring you lots of good luck. With that in hand, I rose early and got ready for the picnic. Maya was still sleeping. The tournament took place the same day as one of her biggest games, and I doubted she would bother getting out of bed before noon. Shane knocked, right on time as always.
Hey.
I see you're up on time.
Yeah.
Of course I am. Ready to go? Yep. I even remember to pick up our sandwiches. Oh, by the way, so if anybody's curious why I'm doing a southern accent, if you're just tuning in and you just want to see the ending, I can't do British accents. I just can't. It just turns into a pirate, and then I just assumed, now it's canon, that Shane is from southern England, so, yep. My heart stopped, and I turned into turned to the basket in my hands. I forgot. Now calm down, Hannah. I got him. He packed the sandwiches on top of the basket, then took it from me with an easy grin. Let's get going. The day wasn't as warm as I would have liked, but at least it was sunny out. The weather report was right, for once. As Shane and I made our way to the picnic field, we traded jokes and comebacks. I prepared for today. I was definitely going to impress him. Okay, so have you heard of this one? Did you know, in the 1999 game, The Tour of the Worlds, hackers have been able to dismantle the code in the game to exact symbols? Oh yeah, that was actually in Tour of Worlds too. Jeez, fine. But, did you know they recently cryptographed the symbols and found out they formed a secret phrase? Really? Now I'll say. It said, I bet you can't decode this. Shane made a noise, akin to something coming out of a horse. Dicks. What's even the point? I know, I wanted to be something more meaningful. It's by Santoom Studios, right? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Though, good fact, I didn't know that. I beamed, happiness blooming within me. Hey, now, I say, don't let it get to your head.
Hey.
Does this spot look good? With my voice being so hoarse, I can't, like... It's hard for me to do this voice. Hannah's voice. Anyways, fine, darling. It's up to you. Let's set up over there, then. I set the basket down in the grass, and Shane hung the pink blanket over his arm, reminiscent of a butler. Can you lay the blanket down while I get the plates set up? It was colder than I imagined it would be, but I spent so long preparing that there was no way anything big would go wrong. I should be more confident in myself. That's what I thought, right, as I pulled 6 spoons out of my basket. There were only supposed to be 2. Now something wrong? Shane flapped the blanket open. He watched it float to the ground like a butterfly. Yeah, actually. There are 6 spoons in here. Shane shrugged. So? No, you don't understand. There are 6 spoons. That means... My hands searched the rest of the blanket, almost frantically. That means there are no forks. That's it? We can make do without it. We don't have any fork-worthy items, anyway. He sat down, then started helping me unload the basket. I put a hand out to stop him. I need to check if anything else is wrong. My voice wavered, but only slightly. Shane sighed and reached behind him. Out of his backpack... This scene always gets more ridiculous each time. He pulled a fork. I brought this just in case. In case what? In case of a fork-worthy situation like this. You don't want to get forked up. You can use it if you like. Like my mama always said, you never know when you're gonna need a fork. Alright, thanks. I accepted the fork, but still. Why did he have a fork on him? Where has it been? And when was the last time he washed it? It wasn't that I needed a fork, it was that I forgot it in the first place. I tried my best to push it out of my mind, taking our sandwiches from the basket. I might have messed up, but at least I knew these were good. Shane helped me make them after all. Turkey and avocado for me, ham and cheese for Shane. And each time I read that line, I always think of Big Town Hero and their turkey and avocado sandwich. Oh, I want one so bad. Why'd the one near my house have to close down? Why? Why did they all close down? I know Subway and Quiznos and what have you is just far superior, but that one sandwich was good. As I relished in my first bite, I tried not to worry. Shane was right. It wasn't a big deal. The cool breeze invigorated me, and I decided that I was going to have a good time no matter what.
Hey.
Now how's that sandwich? Good. I smiled. Excuse me, covering my mouth in case there was something in my teeth. As I did, a small wind picked up. It was a chilly wind, and I shivered. Then a drop of water hit my glasses. Is it raining? Shane paused mid-chew, putting his palm into the air. Now, I don't feel anything. Like him, I gazed up again. There were some clouds, but they were mostly the fluffy white ones. Right. I need to calm down. But it was hard to stay optimistic at this point. Shane must have noticed the look on my face because he slipped his hand into mine. I smiled at I smiled at the ground, willing my palms to stay dry. Soft, my hands are all sweaty. We were worried about the same thing? A devilish idea came to my mind, and I did my best to hide my grin. It feels like you just washed your hands and barely dried them. Oh, shit. He released his already loose hold and tried to wiggle out of my grasp, but I held on. Nope. Don't worry about it, really. A cold drop hit the top of my head, and I looked up. Dark clouds were moving in, fast above us, like God drawing a blanket over the sky. Another drop splattered against my cheek. No. Looks like it's gonna rain. No. The weather report said sunny all day. Well, sometimes those can be wrong, Hannah. I let go of his hand and held my palm towards the sky, cursing the heavens. I know I used that joke before, but lay off. I only have so many jokes in my head. They all repeat themselves. Daring another drop to fall, Shane's eyes were on the sky as well. Weather reports aren't always accurate. The dark clouds pillowed above us, but I still refuse to believe it. The more I do this accent, the more it's gonna start turning into Forrest Gump. Shane put his hand out again for me to hold. Let's go back to the dome. We can have another picnic another day. It's not a big deal. That's not the problem. I know we can have another picnic any day, and I know I can make more fish sticks and crumpets.
What?
And crumpets? Now, Asa, you still on about that? I just wanted one thing to go right, Shane. Just one thing. Everything I've tried to do for you, with you, ends up a total mess, or almost killing you. Maybe some of it was bad luck, but after a while, the only conclusion was that I was the problem. A gust of wind blew through. Several droplets landed on me, dotting the lenses of my glasses. Shane seemed at a loss, and I didn't blame him. Not only was the picnic being ruined by rain, but now I was ruining it with my own stupid emotional outburst. And now I'm making it even worse. Now, one small thing to note is that there is not that extra choice here at the picnic, because when he asks you, are you still worried about Emily? So, just so you know. Unless you've already unlocked this ending, then, or whatever. But, maybe you're watching this so you can figure it out. But like I said, walkthroughs in the description below. My voice cracked. Hana. The dam broke. My tears fell freely, as did the rain, right on cue. Shane put a hand around my shoulders, but even through bleary eyes, I could see his jacket getting wetter and wetter. I shrugged off his touch. From the first moment you met me, you absolutely hated me. When I wanted to join the club, you warned everyone against me. When I was asked to be in the tournament, you told me I couldn't do it. I made those crumpets, those damn crumpets. The last thing I wanted was to cause you pain. Shane smiled, hovering a hand above my head and some small shelter against the rain. Don't worry, Hannah. You did it. I sniffed, water creeping down my neck. No? Of course not. You brought me a lot of happiness. I know you didn't mean for things to get that way. And, I'm sorry I was mean to you. I was wrong. You're not the kind of person that brings harm to others without caring.
Yeah.
You're a great friend. Friend? Uh-oh. You know where that zone's going. The word echoed through his mouth and around my ears, thumping like a tribal drum. Yeah, we're great friends. Now what do you say we get out of this rain? Don't want you to catch a cold. He held open one half of his jacket. I stared at him. What? Get in. He pointed inside his jacket with a finger, but I didn't understand. You're already in there. Rolling his eyes, he grabbed my wrist and tugged me underneath his jacket. There, see? Even got an umbrella. Thanks, Shane. We headed back to the campus as the rain slowly cleared, Shane's arm around my back. As soon as the rain stopped, though, he withdrew from around me, smiling bashfully. All right? Yeah, I'm fine. Great. Actually, Hannah, I was wondering, I have something to ask you. Shoot. Do you think you can forgive me?
What?
What? Forgive you? He nodded soberly. I judged you and treated you badly in the beginning of our friendship. I shouldn't have done that, but I was afraid, as you know now, of what would happen with another pink-haired girl. I think I can trust you now, but that doesn't make what I did okay. So can you forgive me?
Shane.
Oh, Shane. Of course I can. Thank you, Hannah. Shane pulled me into a brief hug, then just as quickly pulled away. The flash of warmth was almost jarring. Thank you. Aww. In the end, Shane and I continued to hang out with each other as friends. I don't know. Would Robert really do that if Emma asked him not to? He would think he was helping her, right? I'm sure Emma would understand in the end. The power of friendship will pull them through. She knows Robert wouldn't actually try to make her sad. Well, now that's a good point. She'd understand, like I did. He didn't say it, but I was sure we were both thinking it. Shane continued his comic, but instead of Robert and Emma being romantically involved, it was revealed that they were just platonic. Now he based the comic's happenings off the weird situations that constantly afflicted us. It honestly made for entertaining reading. But still, some part of me deep inside was hoping for more. I hoped that someday Shane would pen a panel with Emma successfully confessing to Robert, and I believed he would. I just needed to give him the right inspiration. Good end. And that's about it. So, in the end, with the good end, as you saw, we were friend-zoned, but there's still that promise of a possible romantic thing going on later on in the timeline. And no, there is no after sequence after the credits, so If you feel like you can just shut off the video, don't forget.
Like and subscribe.